we'll go into Division 3 now and see what's happening in there. So the one good thing about being in Division 4, Doug, you don't need to worry about being relegated, you know.
Absolutely. Only way is up.
The only way is up. So Division 3 do have to worry about getting relegated, and this is our division. So I'm in it, you're in it, Johnny's in it, and your neighbour Fraser is in it. There's like about, what, maybe 100 people live in Bankfoot, and two of them are in the same division in the OrkneyBowl.
Yeah. Spent yesterday with him at Perth Racecourse. He's not entirely happy at the start to the fantasy season either across the board. He's already out of a guillotine league at the first hurdle. So yeah,
Yes.
it's not been a good start for the lad. Didn't do very well at the races either, but that's another story.
Yeah, so Johnny's Orkney Bowls, they kicked off with a good 228 points, beating Hot Dogs, 199, nothing to be sneezed at, you know. Newcastle Buccaneers, they got the win with 177 points over Kirkwall Chargers, only managed 151. You have the Bodham Bears, they've just over 200, and they beat the Glossop Fighting Gophers, 187. Decent score again. The Aberdeen Bucks by 204 beat the Preston Panthers 161. Then we've got the highest scorers of the week in the division by quite a long way, the Rotherham Raiders, and of course it was me who happened to run into them for 187 points, which isn't totally disastrous. And then of course the big derby game at the bottom, 189 points was enough to get over the over the hurdle with Fraser's Panthers getting 174.
My first impressions of our division is that it was actually pretty tight scoring. Couple of the two worst scoring teams, 151, 161, even Fraser 174. But yeah, everyone scored reasonably well. It's not going to be an easy division at all. Delighted to beat Fraser. He would like me to point out that he was only really one good IDP away from beating me, but he got that wrong. So he got cuffed.
Cuffed. Well, yeah, let's see the IDPs then. The quarterbacks went 50-50 too there, 30 points apiece.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I mean, he played Ollie Gordon, which maybe he felt he had to, but that was a bit risky. So I'm not sure it was just really about the IDP. I think it was really about Ollie Gordon, but he didn't have many other options. Admittedly, I would say he's got a running back problem, but he can work that out in waivers. I did drafted Ken Walker as well, so I am concerned about him. But other than that, I'm pretty pleased with my team. You're saying Drake London's out, which is a problem for the next few weeks. But Jordan Mason, I thought, looked pretty good. Pearsall looked good. Tech McMillan looked fine. Brenton Strange at the Jaguars looked fine. Higgins will be fine. Gente got plenty of touches. He can do more with them, but he got plenty of touches. I think I'm not too bad. I just need to work out what to do about Drake London. But Wandale Robinson, Khalil Shakir, they did all right. They were on my bench, so yeah, we're all right.
Yeah, I mean that's Wandale Robinson was one of the few bright lights for the Giants, I would say, on Sunday. I mean, he did look like he was if he can stay fit, he'll certainly be involved, you know. And it's kind of that, you know, if everyone leaning towards neighbours is going to help him out no end, you know, he will get open. So I mean, your bench is fine. You've got the cover there for London should he be out, which I'm pretty sure I heard he was, but you can check that later on. But yeah, good one for you, Dougie. And it's Fraser's got work to do, as you say. I mean, mine. I went into this game 35% on 35% dog, you know, and I was in it the whole way, and I couldn't understand how I was in it. I was hanging on in there right through Sunday. I was hanging on in there. I didn't until Johnny, go down further and you'll see the other reason too if you go to his flex spots.
Yeah, I mean, blinking egg.
You can go and
It
circle
was
that one too.
Jackson and
You know,
Henry.
and I'm thinking,
Uh,
how am I still in this? How am I still in this? And of course, it's because Baltimore hadn't played yet. And as soon as they did, it was bye bye.
you got a bit. You got mullered in the IDP slots as well.
I did, I did.
You were,
I get beat up
you,
there.
yeah, you got beat up by 18 points there. But I mean, it's when Jackson and Henry get 72 points between them, that's a problem.
It's
Um,
just as a bit. But I
I
mean, I'm
think
not. I'm a wee bit worried about my IDP spots. I do have a couple on the bench because I'm not comfortable with how I've drafted there. So I've got Williams and Watt both on the bench who's done okay, but I need these guys to start hitting a
you
wee bit
don't.
big
So
better because
Bolton's. I had Bolton in our first league. We had IDPs in about 4 years ago, and he did really well. But he's kind of since then he's uh, he's been quite average. You'll get he's not gonna get you these big weeks. I don't think. Um,
yeah,
he'll
problem, and
always
that's what you
he'll
need.
always get you. He'll always get you a dozen to 18 points sort of idea. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to. I think with the IDPs, you have to shoot for the stars. You have to go for the big points. So yeah, I'm a wee bit worried there. But outside of that, I'm quite comfortable with what I've got. I'm delighted I've got a Booker. I think he's just going to get better as the season goes on. Jones will do fine. You know, McBride will do better than that in weeks. Ridley should be fine. The more Cam Ward gets into it. Smith, you've got to hope will be fine. Lamb done okay, despite the fact that nobody else did in the team. And
Yeah,
the other one is quarterback, obviously, but Lawrence should do okay. He's got the weapons.
he will. Yeah, he's bound to be fantasy relevant. No, I think your team's all right. You just run into a scorer. And for Rotherham Raiders, they've now got Kettle on IR. So he's got Gazicki to back him up, but uh, yeah, there's probably quite a bit of a reliance on Jackson and Henry there, but I mean they're pretty good guys to have a reliance on.
As you're going to have to rely on a couple of folk, I mean, Tillman's there on the bench that will come in, but yeah, I mean, I agree. It's a great start and it's a fantastic score, but Kittle's a sore one, and yeah, he'll need to find something to replace him there because I don't think Zacky's going to be the man to replace him. I don't know how relevant he's going to be this year.
Gazicki will have good weeks. He'll absolutely have good weeks, but Fant
Right?
is going to cut into that, and I think Fant got a touchdown at the weekend, didn't he? Pretty sure I
Yeah,
saw.
Fan got a
Yeah.
touchdown.
So if he's kind of hoovering up, 2 or 3, 4 touchdowns away from Gazicki, then yeah, that's a bit more difficult, admittedly. Minor details.
Yeah, no, it's a great start for Rotherham Raiders. As I say, I'm not overly worried. I'm quite comfortable with my team, as I'm sure most of the teams who lost are. At the end of the day, there was Kittle. There wasn't any other big massive injuries, was there really? So it's kind of a case of maybe London. I think London is out.
It's just all the 49ers, but I'm not bringing it up.
It's just like 49. That's what it is. But yeah, so
Uh,
it's certainly. It's a good start, Johnny. Let's have a wee look at what you've done. Then let's see your team. I've not even had a look at it yet. I've got to say. I mean, Baker had a terrible game, and he still scored 31 points. 3 touchdowns and etc.
yeah,
It wasn't a great game.
no, it wasn't, but he'll be fine because he's going to
Oh yeah,
throw the ball,
he's
etc. It spoils
fantastic.
Johnny's needing CMC to stay in the park, and if CMC stays in the park, Johnny's going to be competitive every week.
Where's CMC?
He's down in his
Ah, there he is. Yeah,
down in
yes,
his
couldn't agree more.
So yeah, I mean, the bench is maybe slightly thin.
Well, I mean, I
Uh,
think Drayton's got a massive boost this week with Bigsby moving on. That obviously means they're comfortable with Tooting and Etienne going. So that's
it
got to
looks
be
like
good
Travis
news for him.
Etienne's getting the majority of the work, and Tooting will obviously spell him to start with and see what happens after that. But Etienne is a guy who starts the season well and I think can fade away a little bit too. And just let's see where they're at in the depths of winter. I suspect Tooting might be leading that backfield by then.
And that's that would be massive for him. It's another running back to add to the equation. So yeah, it's a really good start, Johnny, and a decent team there. So you should be looking for promotion this year, I would imagine. So yeah, that's Division 3. Obviously, again, it's week 1. There's no point looking at tables. If you won, you're at the top, and if you lost, you're at the bottom. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.